get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. That team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
My brother, your uncle. That joint broadcasted, bro. We about to get it in. Damn, Lamar Jackson lost, man. The Browns.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
They find Randall Cobb with a completion. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. And again, it's Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Barber. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
This nigga wants to hold up.
And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Winston now finding Godwin complete, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Barber. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Winston. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown.
Yeah, I got home in the shoot. Said he already got home.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he?
That's
It was
what
kind
the
of
plan
like,
is.
wait,
If I can get him ready by next
it's
year.
open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Each team's had it. Each team has
I want him
scored.
to actually
7-7
do
here
know
as the
what he's
kicks
doing.
away.
That's why I sent him out there.
This fielded at the 2.
Hmm?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Showing him shit yet.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long
He
time
got
to get the football
my
back.
brother's
Probably not what you were hoping
Devin
for
and
when you got an
Vaughn.
offensive tunnel.
You know, they really was into that shit. I never was that football nigga, so I'm allowed. I'm not.
You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to
You
take
said
care
what?
of their own business and reestablish themselves now.
What, now? No.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I was focusing on the tight
We always
end.
talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely, with a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yeah,
and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
You said tomorrow?
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I still follow, but I don't know if she don't follow me.
Tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Let me see.
2 first-half touchdown passes down for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
What's her name when
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway.
I know. I seen her on recently.
Inside the red zone,
like,
they go to him.
Recently, like this weekend. Yeah, I definitely did.
Forbath to add the extra point.
Stop.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run here with Barber. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball back because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Yeah, but I got at least
we remind you as we've done all year that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Give me the controller, Aaron.
Big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 49 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
That shit just not going to go away just because y'all talking about niggas.
From the shotgun, it's
you know, you got to realize I got history.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That shit ain't going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to talk to you about niggas.
Again from the 38
and that shit going to be cool. Females can make that shit. Some females can make that shit work. Some females can't.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
She probably ain't even give you the whole story. She might even say some shit just to, you know, see what your reaction would be. And she ain't get the reaction she thought she would. She might have gone, man, if I tell you I went over this nigga house but I ain't do nothing, you might be like, man, don't even talk to me. Bitch, ain't even get that.
But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play call.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Well, you know what that conversation was going to go like.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall,
she was trying to get that drink right, man. When she was dealing with somebody, that's why that shit happened. That's why you stop fucking with it.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston gives to Barber.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Jameis to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run with Logan. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run again with Logan. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To throw is Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now a give right side. It's Logan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 14 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening run touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get to the second down.
After the club, man.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
But you ain't
Still,
cash on, did you? Nope.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Winston now to throw on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A good
an offense like you drive the pen down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
So much for being conservative and running that foot. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the yard there, and now second down. One more in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
Oh! You said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense there? Someone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So,
and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Oh, my goodness.
And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
I would.
10th carry now for Elliott.
You can, bro, because you pay the rent.
Down under 2 minutes to go.
She's not in there, bro.
Football game.
Fuck that.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you
yours,
reset.
Man.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And
don't make
the
shit
happen.
Here
right around the 23-yard line. Here's Prescott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Caught by Cobb. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
I understand that too, but you still at the same time, you know.
After the sack, Prescott.
This
is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here
is that the reason behind that? Because of that?
An onside kick. 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10
after that, he did after that.
Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to
win this game, I thought y'all knew each other mutually. That's all the reason.
Head coaches step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they put in on that.
But what I'm saying is I thought it was just like, some mutual shit. That's how he did that. But nah.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Niggas gotta get up off the edge.